Not really, nowhere near ready. What's this? Paper. Well, good morning, gang. I'm not ready here. Hang on a sec. Gotta get some paper set up here. It's been a real scramble to get going this morning. Something must get it right. Okay. Couple things. We're upstairs for the first time with a new setup. The video should be okay. What I'm not sure is the audio. Yesterday we had the audio on a lapel mic plugged into the new hardware interface. That's probably not going to work today because I'm going to be moving around too much. I'm going to be over here for the sizing, back over here. It doesn't work. So I've plugged the mic in and let it sit in an intermediate spot here. It's right there. Can you hear me? What if I come over here? Talking, testing. That's the way it's going to work today. Audio's fine. Okay, good. Well, leave it alone then. Okay. Now, I've been also very late getting set up here. I haven't got the paper cut yet. No problem. That's part of the job. We're going to be doing two sizes today, two dimensions today. I need paper for Kubota-san and I need paper for Suga-san. I haven't got it ready yet. So just give me a minute while I grab the paper out of the shelf here. This is for chibis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leftover paper, so 9. She wants to do a batch of, about 10 sheets here. Hang on a sec. Okay. All right, Dave, settle down. You've been running around for the past hour. Let's settle down a little bit here. Big brush. Okay, a few things are happening today. We're sizing. We've been doing ukiyo-e hero sizing a lot recently. We finally caught up on the printing of that. So I've got enough ukiyo-e heroes in stock for the next couple of weeks. Kubota-san, our Top Gun printer, is still game for more work. So what we're doing now is I'm going to pull out some of my older printing blocks, the blocks I used for my Surumono album series. And we're giving it to Kubota-san. It's a print. Somebody can help me. John, you're here. You can help me. Surumono album number 5, the last print, the print by Kuniyoshi. If you can find the link for that. We're sending that to Kubota-san this week. And that paper is what's going to be done here today. But I'm not sure about the exact size of it, the dimensions of it. So I'm going to cut the paper slightly oversized to make sure it's going to be the right size for this. And the calculation of the paper, I think the print is 155 millimeters, which means we've got a sheet of paper here that's 790 millimeters wide, and the print is going to go 10 on this. Now if the print was going to go 8 or 6, I cut the paper in half and size it. But because I'm going to get 10 only, I can't cut the paper in half. I've got to cut the paper in sort of a 3:2 ratio to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the downside of that is that the 3 part as opposed to the 2 part. The 3 part becomes 465 millimeters wide. And my best brush for using this stuff, my best brush is only 420 wide. And I need 465. Now there's no way we can do this with a double stroke. It just doesn't work. Excuse me. We do have another brush. Aoyama-san and I, we made this last year. It's wide enough. It's 470 millimeters wide. But we made it last year. We decided to put it aside because it turned out to be a bit difficult to use. So my little conundrum now is, do I use this quite slightly substandard brush that's wide enough? I'm going to try it. I'm thinking my skills have grown enough in a year or so since we made that brush that I'm okay to get away with this. Let's try it. I was just trying to ask you questions already. I know. John Becker, he's failing me, not coming up with Suna no album. If you go to woodblock.com/Sudimono, look for the completed set, set number 5. It's the last print in set number 5. It should be findable. Every time I see Dave, he just seems more and more scruffy. Yeah, sorry about that. There's time for stuff, and there's some stuff there isn't time for. I did have a haircut just a couple of weeks ago, actually, but there you are. It's already back. Okay, Dave, my socks, please, just let me get some work done here. Let me get some work done. This has got to be 465. If I screw this up, I'm in big trouble. This paper is really, really expensive. We need 465, which is, that's the 400 mark. That's 465 is here. Can I resize paper that big? Let's give it a try. Am I really going to be able to do this? Let's try it. What have we got to lose? The deed is done. Alright, that's the sheets for Kubota-san. Now, Suga-san also. Sorry, album 5, the last print. It's the last print in the whole Sudimono album series. I'm sorry. Thanks, John. Is that the paper Dave had coming in today? No, I've got some. Do I have a photograph for you? I don't know. I know. We got a bunch of deliveries yesterday. Some fabulous deliveries yesterday. Some prints, some supplies. I really don't have time to get it all together. So just hang in there. We'll get that information to you soon. We had such a good time yesterday opening those packages. There was some prints that knocked my socks off. Like I'm going to say that. There were some prints that we knew were good, but that turned out to be so much better than I had expected. It was just beyond belief. No, okay, I wasn't worried about dimensions. It's okay, I figured out, I think, what the dimensions are. I was just trying to show the print that we were talking about. Sorry. Chibi is what? Chibi is 123, 369, 246, 456. No, we can't do it. 375. 370, whenever I'm just do that. 370. 2, 350, 370. It's going to be enough for a postcard. Okay, it's good. 2, 3, P, H. Okay. All right, let's do this. It's Sunday morning, kids outside. Yeah. All right, let's settle down now and do this. Time for doing the actual sizing itself. Sorry about the panicked start here. Okay, let's start with which one? What's questions for the print party? How many people are you that are doing the print party? You mean staff here? All of our staff can do the print party. I mean, not the production staff, the printers and carvers, but all the shop staff can do the print party. We only hire people that can speak English well enough to do this. There's a bunch of us now. I do the print parties. Kawai-san does the parties. Koizumi-san. You saw Kawai-san and Koizumi-san in that video. Then Nakamura-san, young girl, Teiko-san, Shiba-san, Audrey-san, Rei-chan. It's 5 girls and a couple of boys helping with this. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8 of us all together that do print parties. Who you get on any given day when you sign up to join a print party, it's just whatever. Depends on the staff rotation that day. I don't do them all, of course. There's no way I can do all the print parties. So there's no guarantee that you get me. And in our advertising for the parties, we never mention come to Mokuhankan and do it with Dave, because I can't do each one, period. How many hosts are they rotating between? I think I just answered. I'm not quite sure. There's a party for 5 down there at 10 o'clock this morning, so I have to get this work done in time too. How difficult would it be for a foreigner to get a carving apprenticeship? There is no such thing as an apprenticeship anymore. We don't offer such a thing, and nobody else offers such a thing. There are no apprenticeships. They disappeared after the war. Okay, let's get the glue ready. What I'm using today is the glue that has been sleeping in the refrigerator for the last few days since the previous batch of sizing was finished. Yeah, you talk about apprenticeships. The idea of apprenticeships in the old days made sense because there was a steady work base. There was lots of demand for the products that were being made in those days. So they needed a steady supply of workers to make them. So having an apprenticeship system made sense. A young boy came in, he spent X years working at a cheap rate to learn the craft, and away they went. Because there was work waiting for him when he had finished his apprenticeship. These days, there is no work waiting. We have work, of course, ourselves, but in general, in this industry, in this craft, in this system, there is no longer a steady supply of work. It looks real good right now because of what we've done for the past couple of years. But seen on a wider scale, there's no guarantee of work for people. So you can't ask a kid to work 4, 5, 6, 7 years for low pay, get good at it, then out you go, fly your wings, there'll be lots of work waiting for you. It doesn't work like that anymore. But if don't be too sarcastic about this. If you try it on your own, there's lots of information out there. Try it, practice it, read the information, talk to people who are doing it, get good at it, then away you go. Just simply there's no apprenticeship system in place. None of this is rocket science. It's not very difficult work. I mean, of course what I do is very highly skilled, but it's not difficult to start and difficult to get going and difficult to understand. If you're the kind of person who can do this at the end of the day, you're going to be the kind of person who can do it by yourself to start. This brush is going to need some warming up here. I should have put that in quite a long time ago, sorry. I got my order of events here screwed around a bit. I should have softened the brush before I started cutting the paper. Take a few minutes to soften up here. Just hang on a sec, sorry. The video's nice, Nate. The new interface card is just working. I can't believe it, it just plugs and plays. I don't even think about it. Just plug it in, turn it on, bang. It's there, complete, beautiful video. It's not even touching my CPU. Let's get the brush softened up a bit. I should have brought some of the show and tell stuff from yesterday, bring it up here. So once I get started, I can't stop though, so there's no way. I can't fool around here really today. This brush size here too, what is it, 465? This is the maximum. You can see, that's it. No larger brush in here. If we do figure out how to use larger brushes, we're going to have to build a new glue warmer. If someone wanted to work in a workshop like yours, would you look for them to have been self-studying? Yes, 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 yes. This has been happening here. We've had guests here the past few years who have come and worked with us. And they've worked it out by themselves first. We don't have the time and facilities and ability to teach people from zero. And again, sort of what I was saying a minute ago. The normal work that we're doing, all of us, whether it's this sizing or when I'm carving or when I'm printing, every day it's not so stable or not so steady. When I start sizing now in a minute, somebody's going to come up and I have to think, oops, what's going wrong here? How does this work? You've got to be the kind of person who could always be thinking, what am I doing? How is it working? You can't be the kind of person that needs to be taught stuff. It's sort of a built-in part of the job. So that's the filter right there back at the beginning. If you're the kind of person that waits to be taught this, then you're not going to be the kind of person that will be able to do it well later on. So you've got to be the kind of person who can figure things out and try this and try that and see how it works. Okay, I think it's about time for me to get going here. I think the brush is softened up here. Let me keep quiet for a few minutes here. I think I'm going to move the computer a little bit away here, because this is a new brush and it might splash a bit. Everybody's always worried about my computer. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh, this is one heavy brush. This is one heavy brush. I think there's too much liquid in there. Looking good, looking good. Challenge accepted. Yes, yes, yes. The computer's elevated, John. It's on feet. Looking good. I think I've been a bit ignoring this brush. It might actually be okay, you know. That's the problem when you've got a choice of tools. You get one that you sort of like better than the other ones, and the other ones get ignored completely. And I think that's perhaps been happening with this. Did Dave answer my sizing question? I'm not sure. I don't know what the question was. I'm sorry. I don't know. This is looking good. I'm very happy with this so far. How often do you need to size new paper and do other staff members do it? Every sheet of paper that gets printed here has to be sized. Every single sheet, of course. So how often just depends on how productive the printers are and what kind of prints are blowing through. These days, now I'm doing it all myself. For a while I was doing it together with Aoyama-san, but he's working on the shop downstairs now for about the past 4 months. So I'm the only guy doing the sizing right now. And I'm not sure, what is it? I do it about twice a week, I think. Maybe half the time I do it on the stream here in the mornings. And the other times I do sizing, I do it at night, in the evenings. It's peaceful work to do at the end of the day. So maybe it's about twice a week. That's not exactly click, click, click schedule, but roughly twice a week maybe. Maybe 6, 7, 8 times a month. I don't know, you know. We try not to do too much all at once for a couple of reasons. We don't have too much space to hang paper. And also, too, what we're doing is we're sizing the paper for each printing batch. So because I know what print is going to be made with this paper, I know what kind of sizing we need, how thick or thin or heavy it needs to be. Whereas if we did sheets of, 500 sheets at a time, that would be a more generic sizing. Whereas here I can do a specific sizing absolutely for each job. You also saw one of the young girls here, Shiba-san. She did the sizing with me on a couple of streams. That's the sizing for her own paper. She's making her own prints. So she wants to try and do as much of the process by herself as she can. And I think actually she'll be back here again in the not too distant future doing another batch because she's been selling really, really, really well. What procedure do you use to actually cut the paper into standard dimensions? I think you saw me just at the beginning of the stream. I laid out a cutting board, I've got a ruler, and I use a cutter knife. This is not a good solution. It's a terrible tool to use for cutting this paper. It leaves the edges of the paper rolled over and bent over. And the problem is because I'm left-handed. We have, when I get to the end of this batch, maybe I can grab one and show you. We have specialized tools for cutting paper, but they're all right-handed. And for years now, literally years, more, 20, 30 years, I have been trying to obtain a left-handed paper cutting knife, and they do not exist. I've ordered from a guy who makes them, no luck, he won't deliver. So all the workshop here, I use a cutter knife. The rest of the staff uses an actual tool for cutting the paper. Kamikiri bocho, it's called. What happens with the size when the procedure is done? If we can't keep this too long, even putting it in the refrigerator, we can't keep it too long. You know, even when you put food in your own fridge, it still goes bad. A refrigerator isn't some magic machine that stops mold happening. So the batch of size I'm using now is left over from something I did 4 or 5 days ago. That size was cooked up 4 or 5 days ago. I used a batch of it, put the rest in the fridge. This is the last time. Whatever's left over today gets thrown away. There's no way I can risk using it again, especially now as the weather's getting warmer. Isn't there a way I can custom order one? You're talking about the paper knife. I've tried. I don't know if we've got paper cutter knives here. They're around here somewhere. I don't know where they are. I don't have control of them because I don't use one. Just a sec. No, I can't find them. I don't know where they are because I don't use them, so I'm sorry. I can't show you one right now. Excuse me. Running out of room here. What are the risks of using expired size? Mold. Simply, it gets moldy. This is gelatin glue, and it's food for bugs. It's wonderful food for bugs. And it will itself get moldy, and the last thing I want to do is prepare our printing paper in a situation where it's going to get moldy. Would you ever make any more of the Ukiyo Heroes books? Yes, I said we are going to make more, and we made 10 of those books as part of that Kickstarter campaign. We have now got 17 Ukiyo Heroes prints in the catalog. When we get to 20, we're going to make books again, Volume 1, 10, and Volume 2, 10. So in another half a year or so, we'll be making more of those books. We really don't want to make limited editions. Don't forget to put the brush. I know. I also didn't go to the bathroom before starting this. My God, questions today. You guys are so busy. Just nothing, eh? That wasn't an earthquake, I just kicked the tripod, sorry. What's the question? Are the print prices in the physical shop different from those on the web page? Yes and no. Yes and no. I know the smaller prints that we make, our own publications, we try and get the prices exactly the same. You know, on the website things are in dollars, pounds, and euros, and in the shop things are in yen. So you know, we don't try and match the prices every day. Of course not. We're gradually at the moment sort of sticking to about a 100 yen to the dollar. So something that is 7,000 yen in the shop will be 70 bucks online. And that's within 6 or 7% of being the same. Well, we don't try and change it day by day to make it match. That's for our own publications, the prints that we make. And the prices in the shop don't include shipping. So when you go to your checkout, you have to add a cost for shipping, of course, which is on top of the price of the print. The larger prints we have in the web shop, the ones that are not published by us, the Yoshida family prints and the Doihanga prints, they're larger. And on the web shop, the prices include packing, shipping, insurance, and stuff like that. So the prices for those items are more expensive than what you see in the shop. Some of them might be 18,000 yen, about $180 in the shop, will be $210 in the online store. It includes all those other costs. So that's confusing sometimes. There was a person here just a while ago, he'd been thinking about ordering online, didn't, got to the shop here and said, oh my God, it's so much cheaper here in the shop. It's cheaper because it doesn't include overseas postage and insurance. The camera FPS, I'm running here at, the camera's coming into the software at 60, actually 59.97, you know, whatever. And the software, I'm sending this out, I can check my settings, we're streaming at 29, hang on a sec. We're streaming we're streaming as fast as the OBS software will stream. So if you're only getting 10 FPS, that's something else along the way. How are the prints protected in transit? We flat pack. We have beautifully designed flat packages, very strong. Occasionally one of them gets smacked in transit. That's what insurance is for. It doesn't happen very often. We don't roll the prints. It's all flat packed. Are you guys selling single instances of the portraits? No, the subscription prints never, in any venue, online or in the shop or anywhere. Subscription prints are only available as sets. We don't bust them up. I'm sorry. We've talked about this many times. The reason we are so strict about our subscription series is that's the way I can pay all our staff. I know because of the number of people we've got, I always know that next month's payroll can be met. It's payday tomorrow for the staff, and I know I can make it because I know we have X number of subscribers. Sales in the shop are up or down depending on the season. My other expenses are up or down, but the subscribers pay my payroll. Excuse me, sorry. So we don't break that system at all, ever, no how. Okay, now we start our dance. I'm going to have to let this sit for a while before hanging it, and I've got 4 different batches. So we start our dance now of sitting and hanging and sitting and hanging. This first group can sit. I think you guys have always been helping me, so remind me about 10 or 15 minutes from now in case I forget. In the meantime, I'll start another batch, different dimensions. Was that one sheet? Did I forget one sheet? Can't do anything about it now. Look at that. When I do that. That brush can soak for a minute, and while that's soaking, I'm going to disappear for about 1 minute, something I forgot to do before the stream started. Excuse me a minute, back in a few minutes, a couple of minutes. Sorry about that. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. Okay, let's get on to the next group. Okay. Chaos in the chat, whatever. I go to the bathroom, you guys are going to take over the chat. This brush is nice. Oh. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Sorry about that again, I keep kicking the stand, excuse me. trying to keep up with this. I'm sorry, there's just too much going on. I'm trying to focus on the work a little bit here. I did it. I saw it. Used a naughty word. I cleared it. Just happened to hit it the right moment when I saw the screen. I haven't made any particular settings on this stream, you know, just whatever Twitch sets as defaults, that's what I've done. Every now and then it pops up something to me. A moment ago it said, and I'll review necessary some bad word or whatever, and I clicked OK. If I don't see that, it's going to get missed, but if I happen to see it, it's okay. But whatever settings are in play here are the default Twitch settings. I haven't set up anything to disallow this or allow this or disallow this. It's just a generic setup here. It seems to be working fine, you know. Pretty good today, you know, it's coming out very smoothly. don't know what you guys are talking about. I can't follow all this or whatever. Where you go. Okay, I need another cover sheet somewhere. Yeah, timing, need the first set of paper. I think we're okay. It's very, very warm here today. It's okay. The first sheet is not sticking at all. My God, this is just, I couldn't even follow if I was just sitting here following it. Sorry, guys. Where are we now? Nearly 9 o'clock. This will be the last group here. There's 4 groups. There's no way I'm going to get finished. I have to do a 10 o'clock party, and it's a big family party. 7 people. There's no way Kawai-san can do that by himself, so the 2 of us are going to handle that. So I'll do this 3rd batch now, both sides, and then it'll be time to start hanging. Not sure what to do. With this new interface, we might actually be able to move the camera. Let's see what happens. Let me do this first. And we might try moving the camera. Let's see what happens. I don't know what this chat is today. I know if this is the way, if our stream has been growing and growing and growing, people warn me about this, that as the channel grows and grows, the chat itself becomes useless. So if this is the way it goes, then whatever, I can't participate. I'll do my stuff and just do my stuff. But so far it's been pretty good. I think it's been something that I can participate in, not just show the work. I can actually, talk and answer questions and stuff like that. But if this is what happens every day from now on, I'm done. I'm done. What prints are we sizing for today? Two different ones. I know we're doing still more Patreon chibis. This is the chibi print. Where am I? Well, that's last year's. Here, this year's. We're making more chibi prints for the Patreon fulfillment. Fulfillment, is that the right word? I don't know. We need another 100 or so, and that's what this paper is for. And then there's two things happening here. The second batch of paper, or the first batch of paper, is for our top printer, Kubota-san. He's making one of our issues. We're doing a kuniyoshi print design, blocks I carved about 15 or so years ago. And it was linked earlier in the chat here. It's from my own website, the Surimono Albums. It's a print by Kuniyoshi. And Kubota-san's going to print it for us. So there's two different prints happening in play here today, this morning. So. Yeah, so sizing streams, it's partly my fault. A sizing stream is not inherently interesting, I'm sorry. It's just the same thing repeated over and over and over again. So I get it. This is not specifically interesting work, but you could go and do something productive, Oh, a bit too much liquid there, I think. Pretty heavy on that one. I'm really not used to this brush. What is the restaurant you went to on the TV Tokyo broadcast? I don't remember. Where did we go? Give me a hint. I don't remember. I know he didn't get permission to film inside. I don't remember. Where did we go? It was a couple of weeks ago now, and it just whatever, not memorable. I'm sorry. Across the street? I don't think so. This is two brushes stuck together, of course. You can see it. Aoyama-san made it for us. It's not really a great brush. But, now, was that the back side or was that the front side? That was the back side. Okay, now, I need another sheet to cover. Hang on a sec. Actually, it's funny, it's bugging me now. Where did we go? What restaurant was shown in that TV show last week? It's bugging me that I can't remember. I don't know, it was semi-faked. We walked to a restaurant and I think they wouldn't give permission to go inside. I don't remember what happened. What did we do? Where did we go? Oh, no, I remember. Wait. He did. He went inside with me. Yeah, I got it. It was a pub, a Brit pub here called Campion. It's a pub here in Asakusa run by some people who have the idea they want to run a craft beer pub. And they're making beer inside the actual place itself. So we had a window seat upstairs. Yeah. Okay, you can Google it. If you Google Campion Asakusa, Campion, Campion Asakusa, and it's, I eat there once a month or so. The beer's a bit expensive, but it's nice beer. And it's what they think is British pub food. Now, I'm a bit out of touch. I haven't lived in Britain since I was 5 years old, so I have no idea what current British pub food is like. But I have a suspicion that if a typical British person from nowadays went there, he might not quite think it was so authentic. I don't know. Anyway, Campion Asakusa. No, not champion. It's Campion. It's a real word. Campion. It's not a mistake. Now, what we got to do? Those of you who've seen this before know what's going to happen. I have to move to the next room because the paper that I've sized now has to be hung up. Now with the new interface it should be easier to do this, but how many hands do I have? Cameron's not here this morning, so let me think about this first before I try doing it. Hang on a sec. I think there are too many things to carry. I can unplug the camera. The tripod doesn't go through the door. I've got to carry the Mac and the interface. I can unplug the Mac. Okay, let's try this. If it goes down, it goes down. I'll just come back live in a couple more minutes. If I crash during the way here, I'll just shut the stream off and I will open up again in a couple of minutes from the room next door. We will try moving it. It may not happen. That's unplugged. Oh, no, I can't. There's no battery in the camera. I have no choice. Once I unplug to move next room, the video will disappear. So here we are. I'm going to shut this stream down now and give me 2 or 3 minutes to move the gear to the next room and come up. Ready? Going down. Stop streaming. See you in 3 or 4 minutes.